Why did Galway decide to apply to be a European culture capital in 2020?
I think because we have a very rich cultural history in Galway. We have magnificent arts organisations and cultural organisations who deliver at very, very high and international level. And we also have vibrant cultural communities. So for us to try and showcase that across Europe was one of the reasons we decided to bid. And also we had applied in 2001 and were unsuccessful. So it was really important for the city and the county to come together as two local authorities and do this jointly. So for us it's a city and county bid. Our rural areas, our islands, our Gaeltacht areas and the city are all together in this.
What do you think will be there in 2021 when it's over? What do you think will be the effects of being a culture capital?
More culturally vibrant communities. I think that would be really, really important to us. Our communities and our artists are a huge part of what we're trying to do in Galway. So if we leave behind a legacy of community involvement and community engagement, artist participation, and that children and young people are a core part of a cultural programme, that would be significant for us. And I think as well there's a European legacy around the many cultural organisations who will be involved in cultural and creative partnerships across Europe and building new relations and where those relationships might go. So I think that might be part of our legacy as well.
Why do you think it's important with international cooperation? You talked a little bit about Galway being very local, but how do you think this will affect the community in that way, that you have more international cooperation?
It's learning. We're very lucky because we have many international organisations based in Galway. A magnificent theatre company, a magnificent street theatre company, a fantastic festival, many fantastic festivals. So for us, we have a strong international reputation. But for our cultural organisations to collaborate in a meaningful way, whether it's on a Creative Europe application or Erasmus or any of the other funds, it really for them already is about exchange and learning and the creation of new relationships, which will hopefully exist in 2021, which allows them to explore those relationships in terms of funding and also programming, because we have a lot to offer in Galway. So if other European capitals of culture see and like our organisations and invite them to participate in their programmes, that would also be a wonderful legacy for us, because we have a lot to offer. We have fantastic artists who work really hard and who deserve this opportunity.
Norway, if they are going to apply in 2024, what would be your advice for them? What should they prepare for? What should they do now?
Now they should talk to their communities and their cultural organisations, and they should involve people, ordinary people, in the design of their overall programme. They should get out and talk to people. We went out and spoke to people in their villages, in their towns, in their houses, in their homes, in their schools, and we made culture really accessible. We just had a very honest conversation. So I would start that conversation early and involve people, because you can never underestimate the creativity and the vibrancy of a community or a school, or the incredible ability of an artist to reimagine a space or a place. And to give that meaningful engagement and time is really, really important, because it will be the bedrock of what you do and how you deliver. So I would spend time on meaningful engagement, honest conversations, and I would really look at what the area wants to deliver and how it wants to deliver that. And I would even start thinking about legacy already.
And now, after all your experience, would you recommend them to send in an application?
Yes, it's the best thing you'll ever do. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but I just see the pride in people when we won. Everybody was proud to be from Galway and proud of their city and their county in being awarded this designation. I was in Denmark recently, just last week, and I met some of the artists and the cultural organisations who were involved in August 2017, and they're just so proud of what they did together. And I would like to be able to say that in January 2021, that we did it together.